A+ലേക്കുള്ള വഴി ഇനി തനിയെ തുറക്കാം. Subscribe to the ENCLAPS channel. Ring the bell button and open success. It's that easy.
Hi. Today, let's learn about the concept of state and political science. In this lesson, we will discuss together the facts that every citizen must understand. First, be attentive. Let's hear something.
This is our second life. We never expected to return home alive. We thank Government of India and all others who worked to make our release possible. This is a moment when we are proud to be citizens of India.
It was the response of the Indian nurses who were unable to return home due to the civil unrest in Syria. Many of you have probably seen and read this reaction on TV and in the newspapers. Many similar incidents may be running through your mind right now. This proves that the protection of the life and property of the people, implementation of public welfare activities, and to effectively interfere in crucial situations as like we familiarized can only be done by the state. It is the most powerful and indispensable institution of human being. So, how states formed? The state was first formed after man began to settle down. Though different in form and structure, we can understand from history that state existed at all times. The term state was first coined by the Western philosopher Niccolo Machiavelli. So, what is a state? A group of people residing permanently within a particular territory with a sovereign government is called state. Population, territory, governance, sovereignty, etc. are the basic factors of a state. Now, let's study them in detail. First is population. Population is an indispensable factor in the formation of a state. There is no state without people. For the existence of a state, the people should live unitedly with mutual understanding, interdependence and common public interest. However, the minimum and the maximum number of people for a country are not fixed. Population which is too much or too less is not good for a state. Let us take our country, India, as an example of this. We know our country is a large one. India is the second most populous country after China. We can say that this population is the strength and weakness of India. In terms of strength, a good percentage of India's population is young. If this young force is used properly for the stability and progress of the country, India can become number one in the world in every sense. But due to population growth, what we are seeing is famine, unemployment, anarchy, etc. Similarly, Canada is the second largest country after Russia. But as of 2020, the population of Canada is only 3 crore and 80 million. This is why Canada invites students from other countries to pursue higher studies and then grant them Canadian citizenship. Scarcity of human resource is the reason for this. Many people from all over the world are now migrating to Canada. That is, the people of a nation need not belong to any single religion, speak any particular language or follow a particular culture. However, they should live unitedly with common nationalism. And this nationalism is the strength of every state. Next is territory. Here, from the map of India, we can see the total land area, the land border and coastal area. Similarly, we can see with which countries India shares its land border. Territory is an important factor for the formation of a state. A state should have one exact territory with clear-cut boundary. The state is formed when the people settle permanently in a particular territory. The state should have complete control over its territory. The land area, water bodies, coastal area, aerial space, etc. within the boundaries are part of the territory. This is the world map. Here you can see the large countries like Russia, Canada, USA, etc. and many small countries also like San Marino, Vatican City, etc. Here we can conclude that the territorial size does not matter in the formation of a state. Now let's learn about government. Government is an unavoidable constituent of a state. On behalf of the state, the government makes and executes law and ensures justice to the people. It ensures the security of the people and provides various services. Let us examine some of the functions that governments perform on behalf of the nation. Maintain law and order. Increase employment opportunities. Implement developmental projects. Ensure justice. Defend against foreign intrusions. Healthcare. Implement welfare schemes. Arrange transportation facilities, etc. The state reaches the people by executing such responsibilities. Different states have different forms of government. For example, monarchical government exists in Saudi Arabia. Despotic rule of military exists in Sudan. Democracy exists in India are the different forms of government. Whatever be the form, the state should have a government. The government may change from time to time, but the state remains permanent. So, we have already seen the three important elements of a state. Let's now look at the last but the most important element of state, sovereignty. Look at this. The decision and stand of the government of India on national and international issues are referred here. That is, state has the right to take decisions on national and international affairs independently without any external control. This supreme authority of a state is called sovereignty. Sovereignty makes a state different from other institutions. A state cannot be constituted even if there is population, territory and government. Along with these, sovereignty should always be there for the formation of state. It is the absolute, unlimited and indivisible power of the state. When sovereignty is divided, a new state is formed. Let us now look at the two dimensions of sovereignty. First is the internal sovereignty. It is the right to take decisions on all matters which come within its territory. Then comes the external sovereignty. It is the right to take independent decisions on international issues. So, hope you understood the basic factors of nation.
3 ലക്ഷത്തിലേറെ വരുന്ന ചോദ്യോത്തരങ്ങൾ ഏറ്റവും കുറഞ്ഞ ചിലവിൽ സ്വന്തമാക്കുവാൻ ഉടൻ തന്നെ ഡൗൺലോഡ് ചെയ്യൂ എൻക്ലാപ്സ് ദ ലേണിംഗ് ആപ്പ്.